Need tips on how to get through that security line at the airport fast? Just keep watching, because I have all the tips. What's up, Fantastic family? It's your girl Fantastic, and I am back with another video. We are coming up on the holidays, and a lot of people are traveling, holiday travel to see their family, going back home, or whatever reason you're traveling and you don't want to be stuck in the airport. This is the video. You have clicked on the correct video. Let's get into some housekeeping. Like this video. It lets YouTube know you like this content, and it helps me to get this content to other people. Hit the subscribe button below, because we want you a part of the best family on YouTube, and that's the Fantastic family. And also leave your comment, give me some feedback, and let me know if you'll be taking a trip soon. I love to travel, but one of the things that I hate most, and it's the airport. The airport gives me so much anxiety. It's like as soon as I pull up at the airport, I'm just stressed. I'm stressed if I see a lot of people. I'm stressed if I see the long security line. It just gives me so much anxiety. And I found out it's a whole community of people just like me that are stressed. And I have come up with tips and ways to reduce that anxiety and to help you get through the security lines much faster. My first tip would be get global entry, which I explained all those in the last video. Global entry, it's just like TSA, except it's for the international travel. It ushers you through your own, I want to say, personal line, own private line. You bypass a lot of the crowds. TSA is the same thing, but it's on the domestic level. It's for U.S. travel. And Clear is a private company that you check in at a kiosk and then you're escorted to the front of the line. But we all can't or don't have those things. So there are ways to avoid those things. And one of the first things that I will say is have your identification ready. Have your identification, because once you get to the head of the line, you're gonna hand the TSA officer your identification, whether it be your passport or your ID. And also have your boarding pass. If it's electronic, have it turned electronically. And also, if it's a paper, have it ready, because you are now, the way they do it now, post-pandemic, you present your own boarding pass. You're going to put it on the scanner. So have those things ready. And another tip that I always do that's not necessarily a TSA tip, I always go in and get a paper boarding pass, because with electronics, things can often fail. You know, phone die, or for whatever reason. I was with a friend and we were going to Vegas, and she left her, she walked out and left her phone in one of the airports that we were in. So she didn't have her phone to scan, but I had encouraged her to get the boarding passes, so all was well. So make sure you're getting a boarding pass. just in case you can't pull it up when you get to the front of the line, because these lines, they go like this. So have your boarding pass ready. You're going to place your boarding pass on the scanner. Have your ID ready. Once you hand the officer your ID, go ahead and pull your mask down so they can see your face, because that's what they're going to be waiting on you to pull your mask down. So already pull it down so they can see your mask and make sure you are the person that's listed in the ID. Cool. So we got that point. Then they're going to direct you to a security line, and not the one far over, because we already know we don't have TSA, clear, or global entry. And whatever line you get in, what I always do when I'm traveling, I wear shoes that are comfortable and easy to access. Don't wear boots that, like the Timbs, you got the tie and lace up, or shoes that got just a cute little slipper or slide. Put those on just to get through the checkpoint. Go ahead and take your shoes off. If you're wearing a belt, I advise don't put the belt on because you're gonna have to take the belt off. You're gonna have to take the jacket off. So I advise you to keep your jacket and your belt in your bag. Wear some shoes that are easy access. Wear socks, because you don't want to walk on the security floor where everybody else is walking barefooted. So we're going to put our jackets. We're not going to wear our jackets and our belt until we get through security. We're going to wear some easy access shoes. And what we're going to do, if we have a meal, we're going to have the meal in a Ziploc bag. We're going to pull it out so that it's not necessary to pull it out, but we're going to pull it out so that they won't have question. Because when your bag goes through, if it identifies something, it goes on that side, and you got to wait till somebody physically gets up there and go through every item. So what you want to do, if you have food, have it in a Ziploc bag and take it out and put it in one of the bins. Put your shoes in a bin. You're going to put all electronics larger than a cell phone in a bin together. That includes tablets, cell phones, e-readers, things of that nature, cameras. You're going to put all those things in a bin together. You're going to put your bag in a bin. Some airports want you to put your shoes in a bin. Some want you to put them so down on the table. You're going to put all that stuff. Your liquids. Make sure you're following the 3-1 rule. The 3-1 rule is 3-ounce bottles or containers, 1 clear quart size Ziploc bag, and 1 bag per passenger. Doesn't matter how many 3-ounce bottles. As long as it can fit in that quart bag, you're going to go ahead and take that out your carry-on, and you're going to put that in a bin too, so that there are no questions whatsoever, and you don't stop, because our goal is to get through security fast. So you're going to take that out and put that on top so that they can already see it. And you're going to kind of stay with your bin and kind of push your bin. You don't want your personal items to be at the back of the line and you're at the front. So you're going to kind of push it up to the conveyor belt. When they scan you, and I know this is going to be when I'm leading up to flying, I switch to my natural deodorant instead of the deodorant that I wear every day, because of course deodorant has aluminum. And if you're like me, I put deodorant everywhere that there's a roll. And every time I go through that security, either under my arms or right here in my fupa area, always gets flagged. They pull me over and want to check me. So what I do is, when it's close to time for me to fly, I start using my natural deodorants that are free of aluminum, because yes, that can be flagged as a metal and they'll think you have an explosive or something like that. I even had a colleague. She says she doesn't wear deodorant. She'll spray alcohol or vinegar. I don't know about the vinegar. I mean, the smell eventually evaporate, but I don't know if I want to, chance smelling like vinegar. But check your deodorant. That's something to keep you from getting flagged when you're going through the airport security. And you're gonna push your things through. So in case things go smoothly, you can just grab your things and put your things. Another tip: if you have traveled internationally and you're coming back to the United States, and let's just say you forgot to buy a souvenir, you decide to buy souvenirs. I'm gonna give you an example. Mexico is famous for vanilla, and hot sauce. So a lot of people, they bring hot sauce back and vanilla. Well, and you purchase some in the airport and you think, I'm straight because I'm in the airport and I've already went through security. That works on a domestic trip, but on an international trip, you will have to come through customs. You're not through with the security process. Once you get to the United States, whether it be a layover or you have a direct flight and you're going to your destination, you will have to go through customs. So it's kind of like a whole nother screening. At the Memphis International Airport, they don't physically, because they take your luggage and they put it on a bus and then they move it, so you don't, and they ask you the questions to declare. But if you are traveling in Hartsfield International, which is the airport in Atlanta, they're going to take you back through security all over again. They're going to take your bags. So if you have bought hot sauce or vanilla, they're going to seal it up in the airport and close it up real good. However, because it's a liquid, you need to make sure that they label it hazardous. It has to have the hazardous label. It has to be closed up. Like I said, they're going to the Mexican airport, they know automatically this is going back on the airport. It has to be sealed, so they're going to put a tie where you cannot get in it. But make sure that they label it hazardous, because if they have not labeled it hazardous, they're going to send you right back through that line. And the point of this video is to save time in the security. So what you're going to do, because I have forgotten, and they were like, go back through that line. I'm like, look, I'm tired. You can have it. And the guy was like, you sure? I'm like, I'm positive. I'm not going back through any other line. So you want to make sure that it's labeled hazardous. If the country you're leaving from doesn't label it hazardous, when you go get your luggage and you go back over to the counter, tell the person at the counter, look, got vanilla, I got hot sauce, I got alcohol, because alcohol is very inexpensive when you're traveling from these Caribbean countries. Can you please put a hazardous label on it? Do it. Every airport is different, but I'm speaking from first-hand experience. Have them to put a hazardous so that you can get through that line very fast and go on to your next plane so that you will not miss it. I think I've pretty much covered everything on how to get through the airport in a good fashion. But if I haven't, leave your tips down below and let me know what I missed. And we can add this list and keep it going, because we don't want you held up. We want you faster to the fun, faster to your family. We're trying to do things faster and more efficiently. Till next video, bye-bye.